My bucket list, Machu Picchu in Peru. This is the Peru rail station at Tambo for the train that would take us to Aguas Calientes, the gateway to Machu Picchu. I really like the train. The windows go all the way to the top so you could see the views from all sides and made the train bright and spacious. I also got to sit beside my new friend who also comes from Southern California. Our tour director gave us more information about this train ride. And then we were off. I was feeling apprehensive because of my failure to reach the top of the Tambo ruins earlier in the morning. It kinda dampened my confidence. Now I was filled with anxiety that I might not be able to climb up the Machu Picchu mountain. But I had to pick myself up. I waited months for this trip, so I had to enjoy this. The director handed out the itinerary for the following day. For the meantime, there was so much beauty to enjoy. Fields and trees of green against the backdrop of the Andes Mountains. Urubamba Valley, also known as the Sacred Valley of the Incas, is truly stunning. This is north of the Inca capital of Cusco. I was pleasantly surprised when snacks were served. This wasn't a long train ride, so snacks were really unexpected, but very much welcomed. By the way, this was the Vista Dome train, which has 7 daily departures from the station at Tambo. Our tour director has just pointed out this section where the roads end. So from this point, you either take the train or you hike the Inca Trail. If you have a penchant for punishment and are atoning for your sins, then you can take the 4-day Inca Trail. There is a 2-day shorter version of the Inca Trail. Our tour director also pointed out the Spanish moss on the side that were in bloom. This fertile Urubamba Valley is irrigated by the Urubamba River. There were several civilizations that lived in the area starting in 800 BCE until the Incan Empire took over the region in 1420. The Incan Empire ruled this area until the arrival of the Spanish. Our tour director showed us a picture of cock of the rock. The Andean cock of the rock is the national bird of Peru, a perching bird around 12 inches in length. This bird inhabits the cliffs and ravines of the Andes. This is the power plant built in 1959. The turbines are on the other side. According to our guide, this power plant makes about 82,000 megawatts of electricity from water that flows down into the turbines through a 2.5-mile tunnel in the Machu Picchu mountain. This Machu Picchu project entered into commercial operation in 1963. We continued on. The total trip took about 1.5 hours. And finally, we arrived at Machu Picchu Pueblo. Machu Picchu Pueblo, also known as Aguas Calientes, is a town in the Urubamba River Valley. It is the closest access point to the Inca ruins of Machu Picchu, about 3.7 miles away, or about a 90-minute walk, hence the moniker Gateway to Machu Picchu. It is also known for its natural thermal baths, giving it the name Aguas Calientes or hot water. There are hotels, shops, and restaurants that cater to tourists. The town center is anchored by the Central Mercado Artesanal, a craft market. There's also a farmer's market. This town is about 6,700 feet above sea level. We had to go uphill to our hotel. I was still beat from the attempt to climb up the Tambo fortress ruins prior to the train ride. I was just glad there were porters who helped us with our luggage. This will be our home for the night. This is actually a very pretty hotel. There were plants everywhere, giving you the feeling that you are in a garden. The hotel is on a slope, so instead of an elevator, we have to contend with more stairs. And of course, my room had to be on the 4th level. But I was pleasantly surprised by the room. It was really very spacious. That is my heavy breathing you hear in the background. It sounds like I'm having an asthma attack when I don't even have asthma. I love the screened-in balcony, which reminded me that I had to get an insect repellent spray for the climb tomorrow. Now let's peek into the bathroom. This is quite spacious. The shower area is huge. After a few minutes rest, I went down to meet my new friends from our tour group. We were given a complimentary drink by the hotel, good enough to taste the pisco sour, which according to our tour director is the national cocktail of Peru. After the cocktails, we headed to the dining area for our group dinner. We were presented the menu choices the night before. So for my choices, I had the salad, red wine, and lomo saltado, a traditional Peruvian dish. I had fresh fruits for dessert. After dinner, I went out for a short walk and to buy that insect repellent spray. Tomorrow would be the day.